Hello everyone, my name is Chinwe Russell, a Doncaster-based artist and curator. Today, I would like to share a special story with you. The story of how the D31 Art Gallery came about, the vision which led to it being established, the people behind it, the challenges as well as the triumphs that we faced, and lots more. At the beginning of 2020, my ambition was to take life much more slower. No ambitious projects, no mad ideas, nothing. My dream was to let time tick gently by while enjoying the comforts of family life. That was not to be. I was invaded by a mad vision, a vision to open a collaborative art gallery, a vision which had perhaps been there at the back burner, bubbling away, a pot which I had no intention of bringing to the boil. I was just going to let it remain there. This vision was probably born out of my frustrations about the lack of places to exhibit artworks regularly on a professional basis. But after battling to forget this mad idea for several weeks, I finally succumbed to it. And so I sent out a call to the artist community where I invited artists to gather with me for a discussion. So in February 2020, this historic meeting took place in an empty shop unit in the Waterdale area of Doncaster in South Yorkshire, England. Prior to that, I had spoken to Adrian Banks at the council, who is one of the biggest supporters of the visual arts in Doncaster, and who has really helped me with all the work I've done in this sector for the past 2 years. He was the one that took me to that unit in Waterdale, and he was helping with the negotiation of the lease. Now, over 40 artists attended this meeting. It was very cold on that day. It was February, and there was hardly any light in that unit. There was nowhere for us artists to sit down, so many of the artists brought bin liners, and the ones who had no bin liners took a few from the ones who had, and we sat on the floor. Now, present at that meeting were notable artists, Doncaster artists and regional artists and art professionals, such as the international artist Terry Chip. There was also a very well-known and loved artist called Andy Hollinghurst. There was Sasha Gray, who runs the New Fringe Art Organization. There was the international artist Jill Temporal. We had the international photographer Philip Searle, and then there was also Kerry Dickinson, the artist from Sheffield. We also had Martin and Madeline Pick. Tracy Moore was present on the day. We had Richard Appleby, Becky Rydell, and so many other artists. In fact, we had to have the meeting over 2 days. Some people came on the first day, and then the following week, another set of artists came to the same meeting. At the meeting, I invited the artists to join hands with me to collaboratively open a gallery space, a gallery run by artists for the benefit of the public and for everyone involved. I outlined the advantages and the opportunities that could present themselves to us if we worked together as one, and also the advantages for the tower and the public. So, following on from that initial meeting, 25 artists signed up for the project, and so the D31 Art Gallery project was born on that day. Now, the big challenge was this: how do you start an art gallery? Where do you begin? We had no money at all, and the shop unit we were in, which was the potential venue for the gallery, required over £15,000 worth of repairs and redecorations, and we had £0. And so the artists themselves, through monthly contributions, provided the initial seed money for the project. We also launched a fundraising campaign through Space Hive, and quite a few members of the public donated what they could, because they could see our vision, and they supported us in this project. We also successfully applied for and raised a small amount from the Doncaster Movement Fund. I believe it's a fund run by the council. At the end of the fundraising period, we had raised about £5,000, which was a very good result. And then United Kingdom went into lockdown and everything stopped. Except that we did not stop. We carried on all through the lockdown. We carried on planning the project by email, by social media. We had several Zoom meetings, phone calls, and what have you. During the first lockdown, we did some crucial work towards setting up the gallery. We formally registered as a charity to show work which is of public benefit, and work which will educate the public about the visual arts. We recruited trustees and more artists joined us. And in June 2020, the D31 Art Gallery was officially registered with the Charity Commission, which was a great news because they had told us it was going to take 40 weeks, but we managed to do that in 3 weeks. For that, we really appreciated the commitment and the support that was given to us by the Charity Commission. Now, during this time, we received the wonderful news that we could be establishing our art gallery at the old Doncaster Library, and we had several meetings with the council about how this could happen. It was an extremely busy time. However, the library was not quite ready because they were waiting to move to the new building, which will house the Doncaster Museum. So it wasn't quite ready for us to move in. Now, after the first lockdown, when we came out of lockdown, we were offered the temporary use of a space in Scott Lane, at number 13 Scott Lane. I have always liked Scott Lane and have always considered it a great street for the arts. In fact, I keep dreaming that one day I will have the Chinwe Russell Art Gallery in Scott Lane. That's how much I like the street. So you can imagine my excitement when I went to look at this wonderful red brick building. It was over 3 floors. On the first day, I went along with my 12-year-old daughter, who is the strictest art critic you can imagine. Very no nonsense. We walked up and down the really dusty floors. It was packed full of all kinds of trash. You can imagine. It was filled with tons of old rotten rubbish. I was bubbling with excitement. My daughter was quiet as she looked around, and then she said to me, "Mom, you have to take this building. You have to. You cannot miss it." You can imagine my surprise that she could see the potential that I saw. And so a few days later, I called a meeting of the gallery trustees, and we met in the building in Scott Lane. Present at this meeting was the amazing Kim Farr, who is our trustee for PR and communications. There was also Richard Appleby, who is our trustee for maintenance and facilities. There was Becky Ryder, who was our then trustee for administration and documentation. We made the decision to lease number 13 Scott Lane and convert it to our gallery space on that day. We knew the challenge would be great, especially with our very limited budget, but we were determined to make it happen, and most importantly, we could see the potential of what it could look like. We saw beyond the mountains of trash in that place, and we could project our vision far into the future when it's all finished. Now, thanks to the amazing work done by our builder Mark Brooks from Armthorpe, who really did an amazing job. We were able to do most of the basic building work. We needed more wall space to hang artwork, and he built extra walls that we could use to expand the place. From then on, the founding artist once again proved to be a force to be reckoned with and undertook the back-breaking work of painting, decorating, dusting, cleaning the gallery, and also curating the hanging of the artwork. We are so proud of what the founding members have achieved with this project, and I would like to personally say a big thank you to all of them for seeing, for understanding the vision that I had so many months ago. Some of them you would have seen in our previous launch video, and the rest of them you will see in this video. Now, I wish to thank the amazing Doncaster public for encouraging the artists in this venture. I have read with a lot of joy all the comments that we have received each time we publish updates about where we are with the projects, because we kept the public informed every step of the way. And we are excited because we have put together an amazing first exhibition for you, which you have already seen the taster in our launch video, which happened on the 14th of February. This first exhibition is really very important. It's very is historical, because this marks really the official opening of the gallery, and we are really looking forward to seeing you there. We had the exhibition is showing the work of the founder members of the D31 Art Gallery, along with some guest exhibitors who have come from as far afield as London, Guildford, and several other places. We have some amazing pieces in this exhibition, and we're really looking forward to seeing you all in Scotland when we come out of lockdown. Doncaster is home to an amazing network of artists, and projects like this prove that if we come together to collaborate, leave our differences behind, believe in a united dream, amazing things can happen. I would really like to use this opportunity to say a very special thank you to the incredible Kim Farr, who has come with me to the gallery nearly every day, and who has stayed back with me when every other person has gone, sometimes in the dark, providing the practical work, the installation of everything that we needed, the painting, decorating. She's done an amazing job, and I wish to use this opportunity to thank her. I will leave you with a few of the images of how we got to where we are, and I am looking forward to seeing all of you very soon in Scotland when we come out of lockdown. This is Chinwe Russell, Chief Executive of the D31 Art Gallery. See you soon, and thank you.